they make now funds of the ayah of Allah. And a little by little it goes. It doesn't go like one shot, it goes gradual. هذا two of them, two people. وضرب لهم مثلا رجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب حففناهما بنخل جعلنا بينهما زرعا. Allah gave these two people the example. Please go today, or if you have time today, read Surah Al-Kahf and see, take some results and some. And no, Surah Al-Kahf really, the atmospheres in Surah Al-Kahf are spiritual atmospheres. Allah gave him everything he wants. You want money? He gave him money. Position? He gave him position. Power? He gave him power. All these things, instead of the human being committing shukr to Allah, thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, la. Instead of that, the human being is fooled by the false sense of security, of owning something. Remember that the real mulk, the real ownership is not to you, to Allah. For a very simple reason, if you really own something, please take it with you to the grave. If you can, then I believe you if you own it. And give me a security, a guarantee that you will always own this thing until you die. I'll tell you, not in your death, in your lifetime. Give me a security that you will live 60 years. Please. At least if you own something, own your own age, your own lifespan. So you don't even own that. نعم. لكن إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى. Allah says, human being tends to be a tyrant. يطغى from طغى. طغى وطاغية means tyrant, not only ظالم. ظلم is something, وطغيان is something else. So you can be ظالم والعياذ بالله, may Allah prevent you from that. But then highest form of ظلم والعياذ بالله, طغى. Allah calls Fir'aun. When he claimed that he is the creator, the Lord, Allah says, اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. And Allah uses the same word for the human being. إن الإنسان ليطغى. When would the insan be like Fir'aun? And رآه استغنى. When he feels that he is powerful or rich. Ajib. And Allah connects this with يطغى because it's really false. It's tyranny. Tyranny. And it has no backbone. No, you don't own anything. How did this person say? Allah gave him all this. Nadar, he looked at his Jannah, his ownership, what he owns. He owns miles of miles of miles. Not tens of miles, hundreds of miles, thousands of miles he owns. What's going to happen to this? What can ever happen? Fire? There will be hundreds of miles, thousands of miles saved. Earthquake, still. Any intellectual possibility that can come to the man, you still be very rich. قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا. This, my ownership will never perish. No matter what happens to it, I'll still have some. Some people think like this. They separate their money. They say, okay, this is emergency. This is not emergency. And they fool themselves with the plan. Yeah? May you plot and you plan and you are only a secretary on that money Allah gave you. You're supposed to channel it just like it was channeled to you. Well, until you don't own it. That money of yours don't own it. You think you own your money? Do you really think you own your money? You don't. You own it, yeah, this example. You own it. I'm not telling you anything. Here. Your rizq. And ulama have differences on the definition of rizq. And many go to say that your rizq is the one that actually you benefit from, not the one you have. The one that you benefit from, not the one you have. What does that mean? Yeah. You go to the grocery, to the store, to the, what do you call that? Grocery store? Supermarket. Khair. In the US, grocery. You go to the supermarket. You want to buy things. Huh? And you worked hard the whole day. Now you want to buy food. So you go, you buy some meat. Very nice. You are now buying other things. You put the bag of meat there and you're trying to get something and you walk out of the market, you go home. As soon as you get home, oh, what happened? The meat, I forgot it. You go back, the meat is no longer there, of course. It has wings usually. It flies. Sahih? Right away, any good thing is immediately flies. Lakin, what's the point I'm trying to say? It's not your rizq. Ajib. But I bought it. Yeah, you bought it. And I worked hard to get the money to buy it. No, you did. But I didn't get it. Yeah, it's not meant to be yours. It simply is not yours. It is meant to be for that one who picked it up. Now you said, but he took it haram. Yeah, haram. Don't people sometimes get haram things? Will be he accountable? Of course he will be accountable. It's not your business. It's not yours. The bottom line, it's not meant to be yours. That, as far as you're concerned, your job is done. Now, he says, I'm going to make sure I don't forget it in the grocery store. I'm going to hold on to the bag with my hand. And when I buy the tomatoes, I'll make sure it's also the same, put them in the same bag together and take them. So you do, just to prevent. Who you fooling? You are going from the qada of Allah to the qada of Allah. You are escaping from Him to Him. You are running from His dominion to His dominion. Where do you think you can go? Like we think we can fool ourselves. It's funny how to see the human spiel, like they say, spiel, the German word for play. No, spieling, you're only playing on yourself, you're only fooling yourself. No, you can't. Who can you fool? Ya ayyuha al-insan, ma gharraka bi rabbika al-kareem. You think you can fool your generous Lord? الذي خلقك. He is the one who made you. وسواك وعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. He puts you in whatever form He wants. He knows who you are. أنت صنعة الله يا أيها الإنسان. You are the creation of Allah. You are the make of Allah جل جلاله. He knows who you are. لكن anyway, so you hold on to the meat and you buy the tomatoes and you go on to buy something else. You have one of these smart kids who come run and steals one and leaves. Steals from right in front of your hands. Don't do that. It's not yours. It's His. Like you say, I am going to make sure nobody steals it. I'm going to hide it with me. Put it under my jacket and I'm going to make sure until I reach home. So you take it home. And you make sure to tell your wife that she's going to cook it. All of a sudden, somebody, Assalamu alaikum, your long lost neighbor. Alhamdulillah, I saw you coming, so I came to eat. So whatever food you have now, make it. So can you eat and the guest in front of you? Of course you have to let them eat first. Of course he is not very hungry, but he eats everything. He's snacking. Sometimes they told, one person says, he invited them over to dinner in the Arab world. We say this joke, but it's actually this joke. He says, please come, we're eating dinner. He says, no, alhamdulillah, I already had dinner. He says, okay, but snack then, just snack a couple of them. So snacking, he ate the whole thing. Vacuumed the whole table. He told them, please next time have dinner with us and snack at home. Next time, if you want to snack at home and then come have full dinner with us. No, if this is snacking, then Allah help us. La ilaha illallah. نعم النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم يقول ثلث لطعامه وثلث لشرابه. Yeah, divide your stomach. 1/3 for your طعام, 1/3 for your sharab. 1/3 leave to breathe. Then breathe. And when there is need also to breathe. Have some space in your stomach. Don't fill the whole thing. Nah? Allah. Now, so, no, you say, that cousin of mine who knocked on the door, I'm not going to open the door. I know what he wants. I learned my lesson. I made sure I came home with the meat and with the tomatoes. And anyone who knocks the door, I'm going to make sure I'm going to eat the food. This is what I worked hard for. So you do. So you have your wife cook it. And you eat it. I'm not going to give you other examples because many things can happen. Sometimes when you upset your wives, they dump salt on the food so you don't eat it. She cooks something else, she spoils that because you spoiled her mood early in the morning. Now she's going to spoil your meal. They get back at you. Don't think that they have their ways.